Fat, skinny, or fit, Gen Z, or, well, society as a whole, can't seem to grasp the concept of healthy relationships with their bodies. And these insecurities that they've developed have gotten so bad that they've began attacking other people for their own size or shape. Now, starting the topic off with fit people, you might be asking, how could fit people possibly be having unrealistic standards with their own body image? You might recognize this man right here on screen by the name of Arnold Schwarzenegger. Former bodybuilder who became an actor and then a governor and all the other career achievements he had in his life. Now, I vividly remember seeing this man a lot of times growing up in my childhood, specifically in the movies Terminator, and thinking this is peak male physique. Athletic, bodybuilder, Kratos build, Zeus build. Now, as I said before, to my little itty-bitty, stupid, idiotic, dumb, numbskull, puny, putrid mind, I thought it doesn't get any better than this. This is what we should all strive for. But in Arnold's own eyes, he didn't even agree himself.
I looked in the mirror and I said to myself, I don't know how this body can ever win.
This man calls himself small. He must have been talking about himself, you know what I'm saying, downstairs. Not too many inches on him or something, bro. But one thing I'm starting to notice is that this sentiment is becoming much more common within gym goers in today's day. I started seeing more posts like this. Just realized I'm still single because I'm not big enough. POV, you realize the reason you're still single is because your muscles aren't big enough. Buddy, how much bigger does it get? Yo, hey, yo, bro, hey, yo. POV, you realize the reason she hurt you is because your muscles aren't big enough. All right, bro, it's getting a little corny. Just realized I'm still single because I'm not big enough. We need to address this whole single thing because some of y'all think that you gotta get Kratos God mode build, whatever you want to call it, in order to snag a woman. Too big? There's such thing as too big. There's such thing as too small. Get fit, bro. You don't gotta do all this. That's the mindset of the dude who was like, I'm 8 inches and thick.
Y'all like bodybuilders?
Oh, yeah? Bodybuilders? Yeah. I like skinny, scrawny guys.
How about multimillionaires? How about 8 inches and thick? How about talented? How about loving and respectful?
Like the gym or working out is not something you can use to overcompensate for other things where you're lacking in. And also, not everybody's gonna like you. Learn to come to terms with that. Just because she dubbed you, it might just be because you're an idiot. Or maybe you're chopped. The saying comparison is the thief of joy is definitely a 100% true. Once you start comparing your body to other people who are bigger than you, other people who are smaller than you, there's always gonna be a bigger fish. And when you're constantly in the mirror like these and doing this and doing all that stuff, you're looking at yourself 24/7. You're low-key becoming way too self-obsessed, or you learn to hate yourself. Brief intermission, please make sure you subscribe to the channel and the second channel link in the description. And one thing I have noticed, the people who don't see progress within themselves when they're hitting the gym or lack contempt with their physique, they're all staring at themselves for way too long in that damn mirror. Like, I've seen countless posts like these.
But when you look in the mirror, you just be looking like all day yesterday I was at the beach and I was just getting ridiculous compliments on my body, like even from friends I hadn't seen in like a month. Oh, you got ripped. And I'm like, what do y'all see? I want to know what y'all see. Show me.
And it's getting to points where like you're not even allowed to accept compliments because you think that they're bullshitting you, because either number one, you're looking at yourself way too much, or you're comparing yourself to other people way too much. Now I got a question for you. What do you think happens to people when they clearly work out a lot and they still think that they're not big enough? They're never seeing any progress in their own mind. Whenever they look in the mirror, they still see a bag of bricks, a bag of sack of potatoes. They think they're built like Choji from Naruto or Dobby from Harry Potter. They start thinking, if I can't get big naturally, you know what the greats did, right? Gotta start taking roids. Hop on gear. Like in this post from earlier, the top comment is, this a sign to hop on every day I gain a reason to hop on gear. Now there's tons of different reasons why gear, whatever you want to call it, is very horrible for you. It affects your hormones. I heard it makes your meat smaller. I heard it causes like male pattern baldness.
22.
You're 22 years old? Really? That's it.
And we've all heard of something called roid rage. Now, one thing about this substance that's different than all the other substances is that this is the one that gets you compliments. If you're hitting one of these, people gonna look down on you, bro. But if you're doing gear and you're lifting, they're gonna be like, damn, bro, you're looking big. You go to the beach, the huz might start talking to you, come to Miami for spring break and all that. It makes you think, oh, I need to do another cycle of this. I need to do it again. And sooner or later, you start looking like Popeye the Sailor Man. And in very extreme cases, there are people like these who actually put things to their arm to make them look bulkier, and they start looking like inflatable water balloons. This looks like a Chinese or Japanese alcoholic jug. Something you drink out of and start doing the drunken fist like Rock Lee. Like, bro, this looks like a birth defect. And obviously, this is the extreme cases of body image unsatisfaction, but it's easy to see the pipeline of how this might occur. This gear culture is starting to become much more normalized. I'm seeing it in more comment sections. I'm seeing it among your favorite influencers. Your favorite influencer, there's a good chance that bro is not natural anymore. And a lot of times these influencers or these actors will lie about being natural so that their audience thinks, damn, like this guy, is huge, he's a top 1% genetics, or two, it makes the viewer think, damn, I need to be this big. How do I get this big? And I can't get this big unless I start hopping on too. But who do you think is really watching these influencers and becoming influenced? It's young people. And here's where I start pulling out certain studies like this. Reports are finding that teens and young adults are resorting to gear and other performance enhancing substances to change their physique. According to the Australian National Non-Medical Anabolic, gear usage tripled in the last 18 years between 2001 and 2019. There's an increasing concern regarding a rise in body dissatisfaction in young males, particularly around masculinity. Individuals develop an unhealthy obsession with muscle growth and definition. And if you don't believe that study, let's hop back on the social media platforms because I got evidence. I always got receipts. Like average 14-year-old on
Drink, boy, I got your bitch all in these. The big bounce in this bitch.
I know instantly some of y'all are gonna think, oh, he's probably lying, he might be older. Either way, this man is glorifying the use of said substance for people who are young watching the video. This man right here was one of the youngest bodybuilders. Says right here, he's 19 years old. And in order to win certain competitions, you need to be using because you're competing with grown men who are also using something. Anytime you use any other substance at a young age, everybody's gonna look down on it. But for this, they're congratulating bro for winning the competition, which yeah, you know, congratulations. But at the same time, bro, is this something we should really be looking up to and being like, damn, like this is a good thing. This is a trend that we should keep continuing. And I know somebody's gonna be like, oh, he's 18, he's 19, let him do whatever he wants. But bro, if your 18 or 19-year-old brother was in the back snorting crack, would y'all be out here telling bro, good job, amazing, this is good? No. Now this post I just seen is a perfect segue into the next talking point of today's video. Basically, this video is talking about a person who, you know, struggles with body dissatisfaction and things like that. And the top comment right here says, people always tell me how lucky I am because I'm skinny. Little do they know I hate how skinny I am. This is good because the next topic we're gonna talk about is skinny people. Now this is the perfect domain for me to start speaking, you know, my knowledge because, hey, somebody's gonna be like, well, what do you know about fitness? Well, hey, you might be right. But you know what I do know about? Skinniness, bro. Look at this, all right? People in my school were making fun of me for my size and my weight. I was like 99 pounds as a freshman, short and petite. And if you ever do say that you have some type of body image issue or dissatisfaction with your shape and size, there's somebody in your ear telling you, bro, stop complaining. At least you're not fat like me. Like, damn, bro, we can't grieve. We're not allowed to feel the same human emotions as you. Now, I know that society has pretty much always believed that being skinny is better, especially better than being fat. Among Gen Z, there has been a, let's say, rise in glorifying being unhealthily skinny, especially when you're into things like fashion. There's people who make videos saying that like being tall and skinny, so everything is automatically fashionable. Being a skinny person myself, this is definitely an interesting topic because skinny people were often told like, oh, you are the standard, you are what people are striving to look like. But at the other hand, there's a lot of skinny people who look at themselves in the mirror and be like, damn, I'm way too small. But at the same time, there are people who are skinny, like influencers, who do these things skinny flexing. And basically what you know is it's the money spread for females or women, where they'll flex the fact that they're skinny in different ways. And I guess this like triggers other people. I don't know. And I mean, to me, this is definitely like a slippery slope because on one hand, you can say, oh, this person is trying to feel confident in their body, which they should be able to do. Okay, a few tricks to tell an outfit of the day is disguise check. Hips are pushed back instead of relaxed. Holding baggy clothes in, excessive staring at the screen. If you're asking yourself, do I look thin in this before posting? It's kind of weird because for a man, I feel like nobody would really care. I'm gonna be so honest with you. Like there are tons of dudes who like pull their shirt in and try to flex their muscles, and everybody in the comments are just like, yo, you look big, bro. Or like it's called posing to look extremely skinny. It's because the disastrous effects of the diet industry and social conditioning against women. Okay, I don't know, I definitely could understand. Okay, yeah, social norms say that women need to be skinny, and so a woman being skinny on internet triggers some people, I guess. Me personally, if I see a dude body checking, I'm probably just gonna turn my phone off, or I'm gonna like the video if I think it's a cool video or bro looks good in the video. Like I don't know, I don't care. But that leads me to another point because a lot of people were giving this creator a lot of backlash named Clara Dow. So this woman right here has 3 million followers on TikTok. Apparently her entire content is just about being flat-chested and being skinny.
For me, I really like corn.
What do you like about corn? Okay. Okay, so she makes body positive content to an extent. But this is why I said that Gen Z and a lot of other people are starting to begin to hate on other people's body structures when they're being body positive. And like now she's getting canceled. So I only eat when I'm hungry, embarrassing, I used to like you, go away. Who asked? I used to like you. So we get it, bro. OMG, we get it. This is her whole personality. It's definitely a tough situation. It's kind of like, okay, a person who was being overly body positive in a way, which is kind of crazy. Like you can be overly body positive. From what I've seen, especially on the women's side, like, oh, if you're skinny, you're much more susceptible to being accused of fishing for compliments, not being able to feel insecure. Like if I got bullied for something, who are you to tell me that I shouldn't make body positive content about it? Now, apparently the reason why everybody's hating her right now is because she came out on a YouTube video and explained her reasons for being skinny and like why she's able to maintain this type of bad physique, and it's because she only eats when she's extremely hungry. And people were really mad because you have a very impressionable child audience that watches you and such. And I can definitely see how this would influence them into like very poor eating habits. She already responded to the backlash. So I just said I don't eat when I'm not hungry. Okay, so in the caption she said, you guys are being dramatic for no reasons. Stop playing the victim. She said 2,500 calories a day is stuffing. This is definitely interesting because I do feel like in the gym culture, if you promote like dieting and eating less for the sake of losing weight in like the gym or cutting, or you're counting calories and you're only eating a certain amount of food every day, or you're only eating lean beef protein and things like that, people aren't gonna get on your head. But at the same time, I've noticed like, okay, if a skinny person says to be skinny, they eat less. Like, yeah, duh. Breaking news. Obviously, you shouldn't promote bad habits to teenagers, but look at her, bro. What do you think? If you ask her what she does to maintain her skinniness, my nigga, it's as simple as she doesn't eat that many calories, bro. Now, briefly speaking about fat people, I've already made like 2 different videos about fat people in the way that they face, you know, certain backlash that is unfair. I've noticed that when a fat person's doing like a mukbang or a skinny person's doing a mukbang, people will look at the fat person and be like, yo, you need to chill, versus the skinny person doing the exact same mukbang. Nobody's saying you need to chill, even though they're both technically performing an unhealthy eating habit or promoting unhealthy eating habits, right? And we can definitely talk about body positivity in the fat people community, where you'll see like a woman post, oh, I'm body positive, or I'm feeling, you know, sexy and feeling whatever, and people in the comment section are gonna be like, you look like a humpback whale, the Michelin man, you look like Pillsbury Doughboy, you look like the white dude from Big Hero 6, I forgot what it was called, you look like Olaf the Snowman. You get what I'm trying to say. And most of all this stuff that we cover today is coming from people Gen Z and even younger at times. And this is all important because I've noticed people are unable to come to terms with their own body. There's plenty of insecurities going around. And then at the same time, there are people who feel insecure based on the post they saw and start spreading hate in the comment section on other people's body types. When in reality, everybody should just be vibing, bro. As long as you're striving towards health and promoting health, everybody should be allowed to feel confident in the way they look. Nobody should be checking themselves out way too many times and comparing themselves to other people. That's how you start to become unsatisfied with your progress. And sometimes that unsatisfaction can lead to different things like substance abuse, eating issues, and there's a lot of long-term health consequences at the end of that. So the biggest conclusion to the video is everybody should probably be hitting the gym, be happy with your progress, be fit, don't glorify unhealthy activities to the extreme. But if you are skinny or if you are fat, health should be prioritized, not aesthetics. But people lift and work out for aesthetics and not for health. There are people who are jacked like Arnold Schwarzenegger level and they won't even be able to run a mile. Fitness is not determined by the way you look necessarily all the time. Now, don't get me wrong, it can be though. It can be though. So don't, hey, that's not an excuse to be, you know, I'm saving 700 pounds or being 25 pounds. All right, relax. So yeah, don't judge books by its cover, yabba dabba da, blah, blah, blah. You get the message. But that was today's video. Let me know down below if you think that Gen Z has body image issues. And if you've noticed this among Gen Z, do you think that this is not that deep? As we mentioned before, this is something that we've seen among fit people, fat people, and skinny people. Every shape and size, you're gonna face some type of backlash. You're gonna face some type of insecurity. But that is gonna do it for today's video. Let me know if you enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe. Go to the Discord link in the description. And with that being said, I'll catch y'all boys, girls, and nays and M's in the next one. It's love, hello, I love you, and I'm out.